Welcome to another edition of From the Front Lines, how real estate managers are addressing COVID-19. Our topic today is the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, or CARES Act. I'm back with Ted Thurn, Director of Government Affairs at the Institute of Real Estate Management. Ted, can you explain to us what is in this act and how will it impact various asset classes and the population at large?
Thank you, Suzanne. So today I'd like to talk about a few things regarding the CARES Act. I want to go a little bit, just give you a broad overview of what's in the bill. I want to talk about what's on the commercial side for our commercial members. I also want to talk about some aspects of the CARES Act from the multifamily side. I'd also like to give some information regarding affordable housing, and then also regarding the tax credits that individuals will receive and the unemployment insurance that goes into effect with the bill. So I want to start off by just providing members a broad overview of what's in the Act. So as most of you know, it's a $2.2 trillion stimulus package, which is hopefully to stimulate the economy as we go through these uncertain times. Right now, or I should say the bill does allocate $250 billion in payments to families. There's also $367 billion in small business loans, another $50 billion in loans to other affected industries like your airline industry, another $150 billion that will go to state and local funds, and another $130 billion for hospitals. They're already going to be working on a fourth package, and this bill will concentrate on general business relief and insurance ratings and relief to nonprofit associations like your 501c organizations. So those are some broad parameters of what's in the CARES Act. However, specifically, I'd like to get into aspects of the bill that pertain to our members. And one aspect is obviously what's going on the commercial side. So as I mentioned, there's $367 billion that will go for small business loans. And actually, it is $349 billion direct appropriations for small businesses, and another approximately $10 billion for emergency or disaster relief loans. So what this is that from the commercial side, there is no eviction moratorium. So as I'll get to on the multifamily side. What this does create is that if you're a commercial property owner or a commercial property tenant, you will be allowed to apply for a small business loan, and that can be used for sick pay. It could be used for leave, family leave. It could be used for rent or other obligations or any increased costs. So a couple of features of these loans is that you use 75% of your small business loan for payroll. It will be 100% forgiven of the loan. If you use under that 75%, then the marker goes down from 100%, and that you will have 10 years to pay back that loan. So those are a few of the features that are on the commercial side of the CARES Act. I'd like to switch over to the multifamily side and give some features of what's in the bill regarding multifamily properties. And so there is an eviction moratorium for tenants of 120 days. So right now, for non-payment, there is a moratorium for tenants of 120 days for the tenant. For the owner, if you have some type of federally backed mortgage. So that could be anything. That could be Fannie or Freddie, or any mortgage that has federal backing. It will also apply to you. So you have a 30-day mortgage forbearance that you can apply for 3 times. So that's 90 days total. And if you do go and ask for a mortgage forbearance, you cannot evict any of your tenants. So there's a little bit of a gap there because the mortgage forbearance is 90 days, but the eviction moratorium is 120 days for the tenant. We will be working with federal legislators and our coalition partners like NAR, NAA, NMHC, and others to address that issue. But right now, that's where what the bill states regarding the multifamily side. I also want to get into the affordable housing and some of the aid that's going to go to the affordable housing side. So there's $1.25 billion for Section 8 vouchers, rental assistance for seniors, the disabled, and low-income working families, who will experience a loss of income from this coronavirus. There's also $1 billion for project-based rental assistance, another $50 million for 202 housing for the elderly so they can maintain housing stability, another $15 million for Section 811 housing for persons with disabilities to make up for reduced tenant payments as a result of the pandemic that's going on. So that's some of the high-level bullet points also with affordable housing. And then also, I think our members are interested in some of the details regarding the tax credits that are being provided. So tax credits will be provided for individuals in the amount of $1,200 for single returns and $2,400 for joint returns, plus $500 for each child under the age of 17. Now, you have to understand these credits have limits, so to get the full amount for a single return, you have to make $75,000 or less, or $150,000 or less for a joint return. If you make over those marks, that amount will be reduced by a certain percentage until you kind of cap out at a certain rate. And so I believe the tax credits will be fully phased out for the higher income for $99,000 for a single person with no child, or $198,000 for a couple with no qualifying children, or $218,000 for a joint return with 2 children. So those are some of the tax credits that are in the CARES Act. And then also, last but not least, is the unemployment insurance. As you know, there's been a high rise in unemployment insurance claims, and with these claims, the assistance has been modified. So right now, it's been extended, which it provides maximum from 26 weeks to 39 weeks of assistance. And the federal government will increase the federal amount by $600 per week up to 4 months as the federal, or I should say as the pandemic continues. So this is for 4 months if needed. I know legislators might have to look at this again once the 4 months is concluded, but we'll see where the country is at after the 4-month period. So that is kind of some main points that is in the CARES Act. If members have questions regarding the legislation or need further information, I would encourage you to contact me at the email provided. As I said, there's going to be another package that legislators will be working on. So I don't think the relief from the federal government is over by any means. Again, I hope this information helps. It's been a pleasure speaking with everyone to provide this information today. And everyone, please stay safe.
Thank you again, Ted. We look forward to talking with you again as more legislation is passed. If you have any questions about this topic, please email Ted at ilegislation@irem.org. And as always, please continue to check back at the IREM page dedicated to providing updates and resources to support real estate managers in making informed decisions during this time.